Hi, and welcome back to Wheat City News. I am your host, Kevin Spooner, and this week we're making a difficult choice by not diving deep into Brandon's most recent tragedy. And we know these kinds of stories often pull people in, and stepping away might seem unusual. But we want to keep the focus on the people affected, their lives, their strength, and on stories that shine a light on kindness and progress in our community. We're not ignoring what happened, but we thought we'd see if maybe there was more value in sharing hope than in replaying pain. We're here to try to keep you informed in a way that lifts us all up, and we'd love to hear what you think of this approach. If social media commenting isn't your thing, well, then you can always send an email to wcgtv@westmancom.com. We'd be happy to hear from you. Whew, okay. Well, since the police are having a heck of a week, let's hope for some good numbers in this week's AI Arrest Watch. Oh my. Well, sometimes the hits just keep coming. So it looks like we're up to 44 arrests, but I think the greater concern might be that 75% of them had prior interaction with the justice system. Our new transition center can't come soon enough. Okay, well, we have to come up with something quick. What's over 60 years old and right here in Brandon? No, it's not me. It's the Travelers Day Parade, and here to tell us all about it is special correspondent Travis Eilers.
Vehicles lined downtown Brandon on June 7th for the 68th annual Brandon Travelers Day Parade. First held in 1955, the parade has been a long-standing tradition that brings the community together. This year's route began at Rosser Avenue in 6th Street, turned down 13th, continued along College Avenue, then onto 10th Street and Queens Avenue, ending at the exhibition grounds for the summer fair. WCGTV was on location outside the Brandon Friendship Center, where Lyndon, from the center, provided live commentary on all the floats as they passed by. With the Friendship Center right at Rosser and 6th, we had a front row seat to all the action from the very start. You'll be able to watch the full parade soon, right here on WCGTV. For Wheat City News, I'm Travis Eilers.
Right on. Thanks, Travis. Okay, let's keep it going and see if Emmy Sanderson from the Downtown Biz has been up to anything this week.
To be recognized and, the work that it takes to put on an event like this, to recognize you for doing something you love every day is super touching. And one of the big things I love about what I do is the people I get to do it with. What I love about a room like this is I know I'm not special or unique in that way. And I know everything you guys do is you put your heart into making the world a better place for other people. So, yay, everyone! And so thank you to everyone for being part of that and making our small towns and our small cities really fun places to be. So for all of you, thank you. Okay, I'm done.
Well, that's much better. Right on. And now I get to introduce this week's Biz Report by award-winning Emmy Sanderson. Take it away, Emmy.
Thank you, Kevin. We are here in downtown Brandon, of course, for this week's Biz Report, and I am really excited to be here. I'm a little sweaty, I'm not going to lie, with Parker, who owns Cafe Do Good in the Refillery, and Ronnie, local celebrity Ronnie from Trident Event Group. And so you guys, tell me what's going on here today. Like, you might think it's night, it's not nighttime. Ronnie, what's happening?
So this is morning. Morning is a culmination of an idea of bringing together people to have a good time with music, coffee, and just bringing community of people together, especially just trying to showcase our coffee shops that are downtown. Again, Parker and I go way back all the way to university times, and I was like, listen, like, let's do something cool. I saw this on Instagram about a month and a half ago, and I was like, I thought this would be a great place and a great time to do this, and then that's why we're doing this. So yeah, we've got basically music. It's 11:30 in the morning on a Sunday morning. So and we've got a party for another hour and a half here left to go. So I think trying to get away from the idea of pressures of alcohol and being at a club and that, but trying to get to the wellness side of things and just say, hey, let's just get up, get coffee, get out to a party, meet some people, and then just go home and be at home at 2 p.m., right?
And we're already getting our steps in. That's why, all the moms here are so excited. We've got our exercise in. So Parker, how did you get roped into this in the best way possible?
Sure. So, as Ronnie said, we do go a little bit back to university, and he was generous enough to reach out and say, hey man, I'm seeing this trend go around in some of the bigger cities. What do you think? Would you like to do this at Cafe Do Good? I think you guys have a great vibe. And I was ecstatic. I live half time in Calgary, and I'm seeing these things pop up all over the city. I'm seeing them in New York and Toronto and all these places. And I just have to think that a small city like Brandon needs activities like this more than the big cities even. And I'm just a downtown romantic, and I knew that bringing people together like this can do nothing but good stuff for the city. So I'm really excited. It's been a great turnout so far, despite, or maybe in light of the rain.
Well, I'll tell you, I went inside a bit ago and I was like, I'm too hot. I need to get back out in the rain to cool down. So that's awesome. So for anybody who missed out on this one, which you did miss out, so if they missed out on this one, when's the next one?
So this is chapter 1. This is our first time doing this, so this is our first chapter, and our next chapter, second chapter, is going to be in July. I think we're figuring out the dates. Most probably it's going to be back here again, and it's going to be July. It's going to be hot, so I think it's going to be a much better sort of time and come out. And we've got a lot of cool things planned too. We've got a ton of cool things planned today, but we're going to cut back on a couple of things just with the wind and the rain. But I think we can only go up from here. So
yeah.
And again, it's a free event. There's no cover, no tickets. You just come out, grab a coffee, and dance, and that's what we're trying to do.
Nice, and it's a free event, but you do have to register ahead of time, right?
Yeah, well, our RSVP's open about 3 weeks prior to the event, so it's a first come, first served basis. There's only limited because we can only fit so many people in here. So as soon as they can get that RSVP in, we're good to go. Yeah.
Okay, so check social media, check the Google, find out it's happening. Ronnie's Hat morning. It's spelled a really funky way like that. Parker, thank you for hosting this. Thank you for hosting this. And you said you're a downtown romantic, and of course, so am I. Yeah. Ronnie is officially a downtown romantic too, and I just have to say this is the perfect downtown event, right? Like, it's locally owned, it's that vibe. I'm loving it. So thank you both for doing this. Super excited.
And shout out to Downtown Biz for the support.
Yes, Downtown Biz. We snuck our way in as a sponsor, so I will probably be at all of these. So super happy to be here. And just one last question. What ages is this open to?
This is open for all ages. There's no age restriction. Again, with no alcohol involved, there's no age restriction. Everybody's welcome and would love to have you.
So it's a great family event too. If you bring those little kitties down, they can get dancing too. Okay, well, thank you, Parker. Thank you, Ronnie. It's been great. All right, Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, award-winning Emmy Sanderson. And remember, the beat goes on. This just in. The Kiwanis Car Derby was held over the weekend, and we have exclusive footage of the trophy-winning races.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, for the absolute final of the AB final in our 8 and 9-year-olds between Can-Do Rail Terminals and the Murray Chrysler Jeep. One last final for the AB for the 8 and 9-year-olds to determine our ultimate winner. Kids, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Let's cheer really loud for these 8 and 9-year-olds as they head on down. And they're off. Can-Do Rails against Murray Chrysler. It's side by side all the way down the hill there. Cheer them all the way to the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, he's off into the bales. Murray Chrysler with the victory in the 8 and 9-year-old division. We're going to need to cheer really loud for this one. This is our 12 and 14-year-old division, potentially the last race of the day. Kids, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
On your mark, get set, go!
Boston Pizza against Odds and Ends Home Improvement and Off the Wall signs, side by side all the way down there. It's impossible to tell who's got the lead right now. It is so close. A photo finish at the end of the race. We're going to have to wait for the flag band to tell us who won that one. Odds and Ends. That means they're going to come back up here and race one more time for the ultimate winner in the 12 and 14-year-old division. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen?
On your mark, get set, go!
And they're off. Side by side down the hill. Star versus Jackson. Star in that Odds and Ends car. She's got a little bit of a wobble there. Boston Pizza. It looks really tight. We're going to have to look for the photo finish. Odds and Ends with Star behind the wheel. That was as close as it gets for the absolute final, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being here to the Kiwanis Car Derby.
Wow, that is some serious racing. And if you're thinking about a car for next year, as much as I am, you can order a Soapbox Racer Kit by visiting the Kiwanis website at kiwanisclubofbrandon.ca. And good luck. Now, I already know what you're going to find at the Discovery Center this week. Sunshine and great scenery. So let's see what's up in this week's Riverbank Roundup.
This is Des back for another week of the Riverbank Roundup. We're here on the Riverbank grounds and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what it's like to rent on the Riverbank grounds this summer. So if you look over here, we have the picnic shelters. This is one of the things that you can rent on the Riverbank grounds if you're interested in hosting an event here this summer. So the picnic shelters, those are great for family outings. They're great for hosting meetings. They're great for any type of little gathering that you want to do. We have a small rental fee for renting those, and you can also rent on our grounds the gazebo area, and there's a little picnic area beside it. You can rent the Fusion Credit Union stage if you want to have a larger event here, and we have different areas on the grounds that you can reserve as well. So Brandon Riverbank, we are known for having awesome summer events going here all summer long. If you're interested in ever learning what events we have here during the week, you can check in on Brandon Riverbank's social media on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll have a little list of all of the different things happening on our grounds this week. So that will cover community events that other groups are hosting on the grounds, or Riverbank programs, and different things like Dave's Purple Martins. On Sundays, you can come and learn about the Purple Martin tours. And on Saturdays, from June all the way until September, we have the Brandon Riverbank Farmers Market. So check in on social media to see what's going on here, or contact the front desk of the Riverbank Discovery Center to rent the space for your own.
Thank you, Desiree Bodner. Did you see that fancy footwork? So good. The 12th of June also represents a big day in the lives of the Filipino community, celebrating their independence from Spain in 1898. This year's flag-raising ceremony at City Hall was well attended and dressed to shine.
Good morning, everyone, and mabuhay. On behalf of Westmont Filipino community, I'd like to welcome you all to today's flag raising ceremony in celebration of Philippine Independence Day.
It's with great pleasure that we'll raise the flag today to recognize, our Filipino community. And Thank you for being here.
With the partnerships that we have across the city, across the province, it just makes me extremely proud to be here today.
On behalf of our caucus, our team here, and all of your MLAs, congratulations on this 333rd year, and we'd like to congratulate you. See you, everybody, on Saturday.
And thank you, Mr. Wayne Balkin, for that reminder about the Barrio Festival this weekend. Wait a minute. Did the colors on that flag look familiar? Cullen, is there any way you can show us that dress again? I knew it. Well, it's a sign that progress is possible. And you guessed it, Hannah Price is here to show us the way in this week's entertainment report.
Hi, thanks, Kevin. Great show so far. I love it. I'm Hannah Price, project coordinator at Brandon Seniors for Seniors, here again this Friday with your arts, culture, and entertainment section. We're going to call it culture because it's all intertwined. So many exciting things happening this weekend. Get out there and check it out. There's something really for everybody, and get your friends, go by yourself. Have you ever gone to the movies by yourself? It's actually quite entertaining. So find something that works for you this week. I'm here to tell you about a few things going on this weekend. The first, at the Riverbank Discovery Center, we've got the classic Saturday market. So we've got the markets happening around, lots of vendors, lots of great things to see. Also happening at the same time is the Walk to End ALS. So if you've had anybody in your life that has been affected with ALS, it is a crippling disease, and there's a fundraising walk happening this weekend at the Riverbank at 10. So go check out the market, then go check out the walk as well. And I know they would love to have tons of people there to support. If being outside on Saturday morning is not your jam, head over to the library, Shoppers Mall Library, for Story Time with Michelle again. Every Saturday, go check that out. Wonderful things happening there. So yes, at the Riverbank, the market, and the Walk to End ALS. At the Centennial Auditorium this weekend, we've got Westman Drama Ministries show, Dare to Dream, which is a collection of songs from different shows. The kids are performing that one from their Westman Drama Ministries, June 13th and 14th, so tonight, Friday, and tomorrow, Saturday, at the WMCA. Check their box office just for times for that as well, so I don't lead you astray. And this weekend, big things happening. It's Pride. So I'm sure you will see content from Pride weekend, but it's going to be a wonderful weekend. Lots of amazing events happening before and for the rest of June, because it is Pride month. So it's not just, but this is the big penultimate weekend. And we've got the Pride March happening on Saturday. So meet at City Hall at noon. The events will start going there. Then the march will happen, and you will all end up at Rideau Park for then Pride at the Park at 1 p.m. happening there. So, if doing the march isn't accessible for you, meet them at Rideau Park and go check out all of the vendors and all of the community supports and community groups that will be there to just to showcase everything about Pride. Great weekend, lots of people. Wear your colors, go out and march for Pride. So after the big day happens about Pride, there is, and some of us really love an after party. So the Pride after party is happening at the Roadhouse, 10 p.m. Now, if you've ever danced with some drag queens, you have had the best time of your life. And if you haven't, you've missed out. So if you're looking for a fun dance time, the Roadhouse is where it's going to be at on Saturday night for the Pride after party. At Lady of the Lake on Friday, if you love a patio, and we know those patio days are short here in Manitoba. So tonight, starting at 5:30, which is around this time that this comes out, go check out Happy Hour at Lady of the Lake. They have live entertainment happening there. Have a beverage, have a snack, and then go check out something else that's happening in town. And then at the 40, just across the street there, is the Locals Only Volume 16. So obviously it's a great, well-established thing because we're on Volume 16 already. So Saturday night at the 40, call to check in and see what time that's happening at. But once again, get out, support your community, see what's out there, try something new. You never know. You might really, really enjoy it. And there's tons of things for the whole family, tons of things for just yourself. Go check out a movie. Have you ever seen a movie at the Evans? That's a place to watch out for too, come the fall. So lots to do in Brandon, lots of art, lots of culture, lots of entertainment. Check it out. Thank you, everybody. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Hannah Price. Another great event this summer, also on the longest day of the year, is going to be at the Dock and Section 6, who are partnering up again to bring us this year's summer block party. Here to tell us more about it is, well, me.
Hi, we're down here at Section 6 and the Dock to speak with Sid and Aaron about this year's upcoming block party. I'm so excited. I hope you guys have some energy left over. Last year, I remember the event was extremely well attended and very busy. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, we would agree for sure. A good turnout.
How busy were you on that night?
We were very busy that night. It really picked up after the torrential rainstorm we had. So, knock on wood, hopefully we do not have that again.
Indeed. Can you give us a preview of what acts are lined up for this year?
Well, I think that one's coming to me. So we have 9 different acts. Let's see if I can remember them all. 9, yeah. So we're starting out the day with Close But No Guitar, which is a new one for this year. Then we've got Hypothetically Yes, also a new one. We've got the Wheat City Jug Band, Chris Froome, Brad Johnson and the Talent, Bull Ruckus, Juliana Moore, Vanessa Hebert, and Andrew McKenzie is going to close us out.
And you just did that off the top of your head. How do you do that?
Well, it's less than 18 beers to remember, so.
Wonderful. And are there any sales, any deals coming up that we should know about?
Ooh, I don't know, Sid.
Any specials?
Well, yes, we are planning on doing a couple one-offs that will only be found at the event. So if you're looking for a tasty beer that's got a pretty fun spin on it, come by and try it.
That's going to be awesome. And now, what are you going to do about all this pesky traffic getting in the way?
Oh, we're shutting down the whole street. So, yeah, we'll be shut down from up here. We'll have the stage up here. And then all the way down here, we've got our market going in. So.
And there'll be a market again this year?
Yeah. I think we have 15 vendors lined up. Yeah,
there was like you said, Sid, it was a torrential downpour, but it added to the camaraderie of the event. We were all hugging to stay warm.
Huddle under whatever tents are still up.
Yeah, and it went right into the wee hours. I had a great time. I stayed right till the end, and I forget the name of Matt Corey, I think, closed us out last year. Did a spectacular job. I hope we're going to see a similar level of energy this year. And, well, so far the weather is cooperating. We haven't had too many torrential downpours. But is there anything you'd like to remind everybody about this year's market?
I don't think so. The market's going to run from 1 to 8 p.m., I guess, barring any torrential rain. So, yeah, we have lots of vendors, some the same from last year and a bunch of new ones. And then we also have a bunch of community booths coming, and they'll have different activities set up. So we've got kind of fun for all ages.
Wicked. And Sid, last word to you.
Yeah, come by, have some beer. Local cider from Pilot Mound will be there. Wooden Gate. Amazing music, and it'll just be a really fun time to enjoy the summer and the longest day of our summer.
Could not have said it better myself. I had such a good time last year. Thanks for coming out and talking about it again so we can get the word out and get the crowd just as big as last year.
Well, we got through it together, and I hope the end of the show leaves you feeling better than the beginning. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next week. Take care.
you.